Happy Friday, everyone. Last day of the week. Very big day today, but it's also Friday. So the goal of today is always to preserve your capital, make sure, obviously, we end the week strong. And again, welcome, Patrick.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're looking for. We are international. Australia, Europe, America. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, friends.
Yes. And before we start, as always, let's start with a risk disclaimer. All right. So let me do this. All right, so today, big day because it's a very important day. It's like the third Friday of the month, but it's also the third Friday of the quarter. So today is what people call or address as triple witching or sometimes quadruple witching, where you have expirations of both the monthly options for the stocks, the monthly option for the indices, and also the monthly option for the future, but is also the third Friday of the quarter. Very important because obviously we're going towards the end of the year. All the institutionals are repositioning, so rolling out positions to like December. So today it's a very big day. And also we have something that is particular for today where we have AM expirations, so settlement of options at the open. And we also have PM settlement at the close. So we're going to see potentially some activity at the open where the settlement happens. So typically the first 10, 15 minutes at the open, and then obviously we're going to have the repositioning at the end of the day. So a lot of option expiring today, a lot of things to see. So today what we want to do is just look at some charts and look at some data on how you can prepare yourself. So here what we have is the SPX chart with the levels for today. And as you can see, we highlighted two very important areas. So if we look at the pre-market, the futures are down 0.15%. So we see what happens at the open. But essentially, there's going to be two important areas, which is the 5700 JAX1 and then the 5725 JAX2. So if we go back to the chart, one thing we want to always look is the volume and open interest. So let's open up the volume and open interest for our 0DTE option. So for today, so as you can see, we have this area here. So we have the 5740 or 5750 here. Then we have this area here, 5700. So those are big areas with a lot of open interest expiring today. So important area to pay attention to. But one thing we also want to see is really the gamma that is expiring today. So if we look at the matrix and we type in our SPX, we can open the matrix and we can see that we have a lot of gamma. So 46% of gamma is expiring today. Very big expiration. So, and we also see that there's been an increase in gamma from yesterday. So last night compared to the previous day of 423 million on this expiration, right? So we had 900 million of JAX increasing from the day before, but 423 are for this expiration. And we are currently in positive gamma. We also want to look at correlated assets. So I was looking at the SPY and we see a similar picture. Big influx in JAX. So here we have 60% of gamma expiring today, 30% of delta. We had an influx yesterday of 876 million, 1.4 billion here. So very important, again, always look at SPX and SPY and always look at who trades those assets. So if you look at SPY, we typically see large investment firms. Pension funds are typically using SPY in their investment portfolio. So it's a different time horizon than, for example, our 0DTs day trader that do SPX. Always look at the type of investors and how they're repositioning themselves in different assets. Then if we go back here, we also have our screener. I always like to see this. We have our changing jack screener, and as we can see, SPY and SPX were the asset, and QQQ where we saw a lot of repositioning at the end of yesterday, and IWM as well.
And exactly therefore is the scanner really good on days like this, where you can see all the changes. So it's amazing.
Yeah, the scanner gives you like very quick ideas. We can also see, for example, the highest negative change in jack. So what are the assets that lost gamma exposure yesterday? So we have our TLT, same story as the day before, Palantir here. So these are interesting ideas that you can use. But also we can look at things like change in open interest, volatility, like heavy rank, volume, and so on. Okay, any question, guys? So if we go back, obviously, to SPX, clearly we saw a lot of open interest. This is our core resistance area right here. So this is definitely very important level. But I think those two are very relevant too. There's a lot of OI at these JAX1 and JAX2. So let's see what happens at the open with the settlement and how the price moves towards the first 15, 20 minutes of the day. And then I don't know if, Patrick, you had something to add there. I think you were looking at Japanese yen yesterday.
Yeah, I was looking to completely different stuff because I was realizing something as a day trader and also as a swing trader. We have to, as a day trader, we have to be always 2 steps forward. So today we have Friday. I think no more on today. I think now on my trading plan, what I will do on Wednesday, what I will do the next Friday. So what events I have, what levels I will be see, how I will react on levels like this. As a day trader, it doesn't mean that I'm trading. I close my trades on the same day, but this doesn't mean that I'm looking forward to have a plan. So I have always a plan, and this was the same thing what I have this week on Monday. I was thinking about, okay, what's happened with the Japanese interest rate decision, because this will be something what is really important. And I was watching this really closely because everybody was knowing what was happened with the carry trades. This was our case. So we're getting a crazy down move. So for this reason, this was really taking my attention. And I think I can share something really cool with you, what I was seeing. Give me 1 minute. Here we go. Let me know if you can see my screen, friends.
Yeah.
All right. So let us go first to the Nikkei. So this is the Nikkei. This is from the index. Everyone knows who's the Nikkei. I have not to explain this, I think. And what we can really think is, and what we should know is that we can also place swing trading levels on the Nikkei. So we have no levels for the Nikkei, but we have also our NDX levels. We have our SPX levels. And this is something what I was doing. And how I was doing this, I was bring in my swing trading levels here, and then I was starting to convert this from NDX to the Nikkei. So simple and easy. And then I get a good overview about the swing trading levels. So where are my targets, and if I will make my roadmap. So as I was saying, I was thinking about in the future to when I will place my trades. And here we will see on Monday 16, 2022 Eastern time, we get the shift in the market. Boom. And then the levels came more and more into play and became a target. And the same thing we were seeing on the Japanese yen futures. So here was Monday, the 16th, 2022. We get the down move. The down move was starting, and something what could be really fit your interest is, let's take out the drawings. This was the levels from yesterday. I have only the main levels there, so no wondering why I'm not showing any GEX levels. So I'm using most often the main levels. But what is really cool to see is, again, the 1-day min, how this was working out. So this became a strong support and resistance. You can see it here. And if we want to place the levels from today, then we get a really nice picture. And please, maybe you can explain again when we get the futures levels, Fabio. When is this available for the people in the morning?
Yeah, the futures level are available at 11 p.m. Eastern time. The gamma levels and the swing levels are available by 7 p.m. Eastern time, so after the close.
All right, perfect. And when I tell you I plan my trades every time in the future, then I'm using also the data from the day before. So what I have now, that I get a really good plan and a good idea. And here was something what I was showing, and I will map this out. So I was seeing some picture. I see that the 1-day max goes to the put support. And now we was changing from 1-day min to 1-day min, as we can see, and then from 1-day min to put support. And this is really crazy to see. So first we have the battle between the 1-day min and the 1-day max from yesterday and today. And after this, we're going from 1-day min yesterday to the 1-day min today, and again to the put support. Something what we were seeing here. And if you know this, and if you learn to understand how you can read our levels based on your trading strategy, this is really important. And again, look at this. So Monday 16, 2020, and the same was happened on the Nikkei, where we get the push to the upside. Boom. And then if you see something like this, one information, plot the swing trading levels there, see what we target, and then you can build your trading ideas, and can let it run whatever you think. If you want swing this, if you want day trade this, but you have a trading plan, and then based on your A plus setup, you can look for this, if this will be matched, and then you can take action. And this is something what I want to show you, how you can use this, and it's perfect. And we see this today. So the lower band from the NDX was perfect in the play. Really nice opportunity to the upside. This was holding so strong. And on the Japanese yens, we was also seeing how nice the 1-day min is holding from yesterday 1-day min to today's 1-day min. And now we're holding the 1-day min, by the way. So it's perfect. So if you have a system like this and you can plan your trades, this is amazing. And if you need help to set up some trading system, we are always here to help you, that everyone can have the same trading system on your side.
Yeah, I think we have some good questions. I'll take the first one from Drew. So here, if you go under, so today is OPEX, so the AM also happens to the monthly options. But if you want to learn more about OPEX and the importance of OPEX, come under our guides, and we have a document under our knowledge base about options, and this will show you like what happens in the past, pinning effect, like technical movement after OPEX. So very detailed guide here. So then we have Aaron. So what happens to the price when they expire? So it really depends where the price is and if what option are expiring. So if the price is approaching some levels, sometimes what it could happen is that you could have some gamma squeeze if there's a lot of option at that level, or you could have like a pinning effect where the price kind of stays around those levels. when the option expires, clearly the delta hedges can be released, so the market makers do not need to hedge anymore. So that could cause volatility spikes depending on how much options are there. So like obviously OPEX is always like a very important day to monitor. And obviously with the AM, the first 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the day are going to be important. Then we have Lauren, thank you. What is the best way to find rich options to sell, eyeball screeners? So if you go back to our screener, it's a good question. We have volatility screeners here. So under volatility, first you have the highest and lowest historical volatility, the highest and lowest implied volatility, but then you have the high and low IV rank. So high IV rank will give you a list of companies that right now are at the highest point or near the highest point of implied volatility compared to the previous 1 year. So IV rank will tell you like if it's near 100%, then that means that over the past 52 weeks, this company is experiencing the highest level of implied volatility compared to the past 52 weeks. And if you want to look at cheap implied volatility, then you can use the low IV rank, and you can see here if it's near 0, it means that they are at the lowest point of volatility compared to the previous 52 weeks.
Yeah, and Marilyn, nice to see you. Happy to see you here. So big shout out to you, Marilyn.
Yeah. I'll take this question from Dave. The data right now is not real time. We are working on intraday data, and we will be releasing this in November.
But Fabio, I think yesterday in a call where we have with some other guy, he was making a really good point.
Yeah.
About how useful is real time and when real time is not so useful. Maybe can you go and prove this for 1 minute or 2 minutes, because this was a really good speech from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason why we haven't yet released real time or intraday data is because we're still working on the models to make sure that adding intraday doesn't add actually noise instead of value. So we've been doing these levels for the past almost 2 years. And obviously there's great value. They work really well. We have backtesting results there. So adding intraday will definitely add a lot of value, but we want to make sure that it's not actually introducing noise. Because the last thing that you want to do is having too many levels that then cause like you going in the opposite direction and causing you to actually complicate your trading style. So obviously there's value, there's a lot of value in intraday, but at the same time we are conscious about the potential addition of also additional noise that could actually have the opposite effect. So
yeah, and as we prove day by day by day, week by week by week, month by month by month, the levels working perfect, and they're not real time. So they calculated at the end of the day, but they're working perfect. And this is something where we can be proud of, so where we can trust. So we speak about anytime trust the levels, trust the process, and this is something where we really can trust.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, again, once we come with the real time, it's going to be huge. So it's going to be very, very big. So like the team is actually focused full time on this, and we are making some amazing progress. And then November is when we're going to have that within the membership, the bot, and potentially within the app next year once we develop that as well. So question from Lauren. We keep bouncing off 5,700. So I think, as I said, this 5,700 JAX one. So if you go into the pod and we look at our net JAX, clearly you can see right here there's a lot of clustering. Obviously the core resistance is at 57.50, I believe. It's right here. So that's obviously the biggest gamma, but the 5700 area right here is very important as well. So we'll see what happens during the first 15-20 minutes, see what happens there, and see how that level pans out. So obviously today is going to be a very important day. At the end of the day, we'll see how the technical move will happen for Monday. So if we go back to our guide here, we have a very important chart. So if we go under our knowledge base and we go under OPEX, there's a very important chart that you guys can access, which is really the OPEX effect the day after on SPX. So this is going back historically. You see like all the different technical moves after OPEX going back historically. So again, today is going to be a very, very important day. So capital preservation, watch out for volatility. Always look at the VIX too as well. So just look at the different levels on the VIX. So we have our put support here at 16, put support, high vol level 0 DTE. So again, SPX, VIX, they go really in conjunction. All right. Question for now. Any upcoming updates to NinjaTrader? Yes, we are working on a new indicator with converted levels for NinjaTrader. We are waiting for the final approval from our developers. Hopefully we'll release it next week, but we're still finishing up one small task. So yes.
And Fabio, maybe I can share really quick my view of the SPX, because I have also my levels there. So I'm using this a little bit different, as you know. And I think it could be also useful to have an idea about the SPX in this case. So let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my SPX level. So as you know, most of the time I'm not using the GAX. The GAX is really helpful, but I will looking for really high concentration areas. So my personal strategy is looking for high concentration. Where we have high concentration definitely is in this area here. So then we have a range to the upside. And what we have in the middle, so we have the range here. And then we have also the range between the blind spots 5 and the lower band. So, and in this case, we were speaking about the 5,700. I will draw my Fibonacci to have the gap fill. I add this here, and voila, it would be also based on the high concentration strategy, what I'm using, it will be also fit with the 5,700, but it could be go down to 5,689, and it would make totally sense because we see here the big reaction, the big candle spike. We see it also here, and this will be something when I take out now my indicators. Let's hide the indicators. So this will be my area where I will be personally watched based on the trading roadmap principle. And yeah, this is what I can add to the question about this, what levels could be in the play, where we have looking for. So this will be my area around 5,700. So I will be not surprised if we're going down to 5,694 or something like this. So this would be my view of the market in the case.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, market is opening in 5 minutes, guys. So good luck to everyone. I think this was a great session to end the week. We're gonna post the new session in Discord and on YouTube channel. So if you follow us on YouTube, everything you can find would be under live right here. So any upcoming events are going to be here. And if you have any questions, please send them over to info@mentorq.com. 5 minutes to go, guys. Good luck and happy Friday to everyone. And thank you, Patrick. And enjoy your weekend. I know it's late where you are, but yeah.
It's never too late for the stock.
Never too late.
All right, my friends. Happy weekend. And as we said on Wednesday, never rest in the middle, rest at the end. We came near to the end. It's end of the day, end of the week. We have Friday. Happy weekend, and all the best for you, my friends. Enjoy,
Thank,
reset, and we see us on Monday. Bye
thank you,
bye.
guys.